Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host PIN. When finished, press the pound key.
To start your show now, press 1 to hear important.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3. Blog Talk Radio.
Nobody take no cornbread from me.
Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, here we go. What's up, man? You was mad at me. What's up? What's going on? What's happening, folks? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black Show. You can't stay mad at me. Come on now. It's your Uncle Tim Black. What's cracking, Wolfpack? What is up? We good? Check the volume, put the phone number up early. Boom. Uh-oh. Phone number's up. That means people have to call in and speak truth to power. That's what that means. You don't have a choice now, Johnson. Go ahead and pull that phone out. Pull the phone out, man. Come on, man. You're sitting around just doing stuff. Come on now, sitting on the couch. Remember those Everest College commercials? Man, come on now, sitting on the couch doing nothing. I'm talking to you, man. Get up off the couch, man. You ain't doing nothing. Get your ass up, go down there and get a job, man. Come down here and go to school. Take a class. Hair getting big, feet getting small, breath smelling. Come on, put some clothes on. Go down here and get a job. Your mama gonna put you out. You know that, right? She gonna put you out. You gotta get a job, boy. Better get out here and get a job. Instead, it's like, come on, call the Tim Black Show. Come on, call the Tim Black Show now. Come on, you ain't doing nothing. So what, you got a couple drinks in you. Been smoking a little bit of the wacky weed. Pick the phone up, call up Tim Black Show, man. What's wrong with you? Just because you ain't got nothing else to do. It's Friday. You ain't got to work. Might as well relax your mind, Craig. All right. Stop acting like everybody else's show is just like this show. Stop acting like you got a bunch of options. Come on, man. I speak truth to power. I'm bald, and I'm black. Well, come on now. Who else, man? Who else? What up? All right, so it's the Tim Black Show. It's Friday. That means it's Freedom Friday. That means you call up 319-527-6212. Thank you, Tim Black's Wolfpack on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Let's make sure people on Facebook can hear the show because they are down with me. They're down with the king. Down with the king. All right. I see some people here. Some people are here. What's up, what's up, what's up? They didn't all quit. What up, Facebook? How y'all doing? Good to have you. Good to have you. Hey, what's going on, Mike? Thanks for doing the moderating, and thank you. Mike on Facebook, all the other moderators who are in the house, Sign of the Times, much love to you. Anybody putting it down for the show, keeping it together, trying to make sure it's a good show. I want to thank you for helping out. I also want to thank my Patreons and my Tim Black Wolfpack members all the way around. Thank you so much, guys, for being a part of the show. This show don't happen without you. Thanks for not letting our disagreements make you leave the show. That happens, you know. What you thought that when I wasn't thinking that, you were thinking that? Oh, man, I got to rethink everything now, man. You disagree with me on this thing, so now all that other work you did, I don't care about that now. Oh, that's out the window because we had a disagreement. I mean, I ain't no fair weather friend, but just, I mean, you know, I support you as long as you say everything I want you to say, you know. You know how that is. That's what people do, man. They forget all the 20 times, for 20 times straight. We could be thinking with the same mind, which is crazy because we're not the same person. But for 20 times straight, spot on. Hey, that's my guy. I love it, man. Tim Black, it's my man. That one time they're like, oh, no, I can't take this, man. No. No, man. I want you to say what I want to say without having to actually say it. Think this is. That's what people do to me, man. But I love them anyway, man. They can't help it. Because when you're a guy like Tim Black, the way I lean into subjects, it'd be different if I didn't rub it in. Yeah, I rub it in, man. I'm not like Don Lemon who just says stuff. He pretends to be mad, but he's not really mad. He's like, I'm really mad. You wouldn't like me when I'm mad. You know, it's not, when Tim Black get mad and start leaning on a motherfucker, notice how I said motherfucker? People feel that in their soul. I heard people's soul when I get in this shit. Boy, I don't just step on feet. I step on whole bottom halves of the leg. Just, bam, oh. Shoot, in the black club, you get shot for stepping on somebody's shoe. I just step on the whole leg. I Hulk Hogan. No, I Hulk smash, man, off the Avengers. Remember how you slam Loki? I be doing that to people's feelings. And I don't mean to, man. It's just that I don't have time to play with y'all. Time is precious, man. Speaking of time being precious. Speaking of the preciousness of time. I have to give a shout out to my brother, Biz Marquis. The brother Biz Marquis was announced today that he passed away. We know he was suffering with diabetes. He may have been in a diabetic coma for about a week. The young brother was only 57 years old. The thing about it that really crushes me, not only is the youngness, he was a young man still. In a relative sense, 57 is a young man. But that he had lost 140 pounds, just 4 or 5 years ago, doing his best to beat type 2 diabetes. And he fought violently for every extra day of life he could get. And They asked him why he lost that weight. 140 pounds is no small thing to lose. He said, I want to live. So in tribute to my brother Biz Marquis, this goes out to you, Biz. Have you ever met a girl that you wanted to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait? Let me tell you what my situation. I was talking to this girl from the New York nation. The way I met her was a tour on a concert. She had long hair and a short miniskirt. I was just on stage dripping, pouring with sweat. I don't know. And look who I met. I don't know. I whispered in the air, can I come to the picture booth so I could ask you some questions to see if you 100 proof? I asked her name and she said blah, blah, blah. I don't know, man. Build up for Biz, man. But we know the break. You got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. Or you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. Or you say he's just a friend. Rest in peace, Biz Marquis. Nobody beats the Biz. Rest in power, King. Rest in power. All right. I don't know. I like when Rachel just says she's going to produce tax reforms and she doesn't. I like that better. He's so loud and black. What are you going to do with this guy? It's not for me. I like people with a stick up their ass when they do the news. Can't have real people talking. They might say some real shit. All right. I got a couple things, man. I'm not going to take too much of your time before we get the phone calls. But we got a lot to do. Now, tonight's show is brought to you by... Oh, I got a special event coming up Sunday. Tonight's show is brought to you by these folks. That's right. Sunday, 7 o'clock p.m., we're going to be having an event. Another World is Possible. Another World is Possible. The Gravel Institute, Nina Turner, myself, Amy Villala, Sherman Sawant, Jake Flores, David Griscom, and KT. We're going to be getting together for a good cause. Another world is necessary. Another world is coming. It's going to be the first of a series of events they're going to be holding. Another World is Possible. This one is Human Dignity.
News, politics, and culture. Building the future we want. Another world is possible. You deserve better news. We're here for it. Another world is possible.
That's right. Give it up for that. Now, go to anotherworldispossible.com, anotherworldispossible.com, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out Mike, the Gravel Institute. Shout out to Mike Gravel. Rest in peace, brother. Shama Sawant, Jake Flores, Amy Villala, Nina Turner, David Griscom. Get everybody, me. I'm going to be there too. And tune into it. It's about dignity. It's about what we can do to make the world better. It's about policies that matter. It's about having those real conversations. We have a good time too. Be here, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. AnotherWorldIsPossible.com, Johnson. Oh, and just because you know my memory is not always the best, guys, another event. Now, this one is July 24th. It's a rally for Medicare for All, Johnsons. Medicare for All. All right? So, Joy Bunton is organizing Medicare for All March. It's on July 24th, the Medicare for All March that will be occurring in a rally at the Chicago Federal Plaza, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Donations are needed. Your participation is needed. If you are in the vicinity, you are needed. Get more information about it. It's going to be in the description box below. Sign of the Times will be putting it in the description box below about where you go to get involved in this very worthy cause. Medicare for All March rally. Join them. July 24th, Chicago Federal Plaza, 11 a.m., 2 p.m. Wolfpack. All right, there we go. Now that that's out the way, good night. It's a lot of stuff, man. Jesus. What else we got? Okay, guys. Let me. Oh, see, I didn't even get you guys set up yet. I can't see my comments on YouTube. That's what you get, Tim Black. I got excited, man. It's been a couple of days, man. You know I can't rock without my crew, man. So let me shut up. Rolling. Oh, nothing, Johnson. Nothing happened. No, I don't. You want to support Roland? You want to support? Want to give me money? You want to give me money? You ain't want to give me money. You want to give money to Roland Martin? You want to give Roland Martin some money? Come on now, we'll give Roland Martin some money. Come on now. I know you want to give Roland Martin some money. Bleep, 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 bleep. All right. Tim, this is not how you expand. All right, here we go. Woo! We're going, Johnson. We're going. Hold on tight. Please share us on social. Let's do this. What's going on, y'all? What is that? What is wrong? All right, here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, nothing happened so far. Okay, we're good. Okay, so now this is the show part. Okay, that was all stuff. It was interesting. Ooh, second, third. Football player by the name of Richard Sherman went through a little bit of a situation. Very interesting what happened there. I'm going to show you a clip about the altercation between him and some family members. But the thing that was most interesting to me was sort of like the 911 dispatcher. When we're talking about reforming the police, can that include dispatchers? I'm just saying. These people are horrible, Johnson.
What are you reporting?
I need officers to my house now. My husband is drunk and belligerent. He's threatening to kill himself.
Stop. What's the address? Are there any weapons? Stop.
No, there's no gun. I'm saying there are no weapons, ma'am. There are no weapons.
You need to stop interrupting me so I can get the information I need to get officers expedited.
I need officers here now.
What's he doing that you think he's going to harm himself?
He's being aggressive. He has sent text message. I took the keys out. They're in your car. He's trying to leave now in the house. He's being aggressive. He's wrestling with my uncle. He's threatening to kill himself. He has sent text message to people saying he's going to hang himself. He's saying that if the police show up, so please don't shoot is what I'm asking.
Okay, wait. Say that again.
He has no weapon.
He says if the police show up,
he said police show up, that he'll try to fight them. So they need to understand that he is.
Okay. Listen, just what's your phone number there? Okay, and has it been physical with anybody there? You said he's trying to fight your uncle?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
How has it been physical?
He just tried to fight him.
Okay, trying to fight somebody and actually being physical is two different things. How has it been physical?
He's pulling out now. He's trying to leave. He's fucking leaving in the Maybach.
What kind of car?
It's a 2016 black Mercedes BBB3425. Richard, please stop.
Boy. Hello.
BBB3425. Richard, please stop. Please stop.
Is that a sedan, SUV?
It's just a black sedan Mercedes SUV.
Okay.
He's not going to be able to get out the gate. I cut it off.
What do you mean you cut it off?
I cut the gate. We live behind it. It's Richard Sherman. Like, ma'am, this is like a fucking emergency. I need officers here
listen
now.
to me. I'm handling this. You need to stop telling me that.
I'll tell you, but
Talking to me is not going to slow help
He got out.
down.
He just
Talking
got
to
out the
me
gate
is not
and
going to slow help down.
Okay, well, what I needed to know is that he
What's
was
your
like,
name?
This has got to be a law. No Karens as dispatchers. Yeah, you can't have Karens as dispatchers, man. Just imagine all the Karens that have been dispatching. All the people have lost their lives because Karens were dispatchers handling the calls. This lady could not be bothered. She shows not an ounce, not even a scintilla of giving a damn about what's going on with this lady's life. Nothing. No feeling, no empathy, no concern. Ma'am, you need to calm your ass down. Just calm down. Listen, I don't have to deal with this. I know this is probably the most frightening, frustrating, emotional moment in your life, but in my life, it's just another Wednesday. And frankly, I was watching the soaps. I was streaming General Hospital reruns. And then you call up with your little problem with your little husband, and am I the only one getting this kind of vibe? Like, she might as well just said, fuck off, lady. I don't got time to worry about your problems. That's what I'm feeling through the call. I don't know her, but that's the vibe she's giving me. Okay, so it almost overshadows the whole point that Richard Sherman, an amazing football player, very talented, very smart young man, like a Rhodes Scholar, great guy from everything I've seen him do, are, very like on points, interesting, intelligent, bright young man. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about killing himself. Literally, that's what the wife said, talking about killing himself. Now, of course, I got problems about calling the cops. I'm surprised the phone didn't jump out of her hand on its own. Because anytime black people call the cops on black people, just to calm them down. And look, I don't even advise white people to call the cops. Hell, I did a story where white people called the cops on their little son. Their white son who was 12, and the cops killed him. So I'm not even, look, I don't advise white people to call the cops. I don't advise black people to call the cops. I don't advise LGBTQIA people to call the cops. Look, don't call the cops. Because they won't bring people to help. They got to bring a gun. And then, hey, what's going on? This person's out there. Oh, pow! No more problem over there. Problem's taken care of. I was scared for my life. So whatever was going on with Richard Sherman, first of all, we want that to be okay. And he was okay. He was arrested, though, because he wrecked a car or threatened somebody. And he was trying to beat his father-in-law's ass. But he didn't get to him. He just tried to.
Come through, bitch. Come through.
stagger right there. He didn't look drunk until then. This right here, this is alcohol right here. This right here, I've seen this before.
Wrangle. Come through. Come through.
He just need to go walk that off now. Go sleep that off. That's all that is. He didn't touch anybody. He didn't hurt anybody. He just threatened. Okay, he was very pissed off. And I'm gotta assume there were some things that were said between them that were not on the film that probably led to this. But whatever the case is, okay. Hope that he gets help with that because he's, like I said, promising young man. And the parents said the only statement I saw from the family was he never actually touched anyone, and we want him to get some help, something like that. I think he crashed his car into a tree. I don't know how much damage. It wasn't like a total situation, but he did drive something. He did try to get behind the wheel, so he got in trouble. He was kept overnight, I think, and then released. But my main reason for covering this is come through. No, that's not why. I covered it really because the dispatcher. I wanted to show that we got problems in our system that are beyond just the cops who show up. It's also the dispatch. It's like the whole system. I don't know how much they pay dispatchers, but obviously whatever they're paying them sometimes is not enough for them to give a damn, Johnson. And how only information that the ladies seem to care about was whether the cops were going to be dealing with a bad situation. Not really what the wife was dealing with, not really what the citizen was dealing with. Just only time she perked up was the cops going to be okay? What about the cops when they get there? What about them? Because that's the team she's on. I never felt like she was on the team of the people, more like on the team of they're part of the police force. That's the team. I don't know. That's what I get from this. I think that's an accurate analysis of what we're dealing with. So when we talk about these things about police reform, because I was on a Clubhouse earlier today, and people act like they don't understand what police reform is at all. It kept talking about crazy people in the streets and there being no more cops. As if police reform means no cops. None. They don't understand that 30, 40, 50% of state budgets go to just policing. And the crime rate still high as hell. So what are we going to do about that? What can we do different than to keep throwing money at an institution where the benefit is not there, and then they racial profile everyone black, and then they kill with no accountability? Why would we keep putting money into that? But they didn't see that at all, and these are black people. They didn't see it all. Why reform was necessary. All right, I'm going to go to the next story, guys. Hit me up, tim@timblacktv.com. Comment in the comment section below. Let me know what's up. I'm going to put a separate video out for this because I think there should be one. Richard Sherman, hope you're safe. And shout out to his wife for... But don't call friends. Call some of the players not with the Seahawks. She's with, who are you with now? Who's with the Seahawks? Now he's with he's with the, I stopped watching after the Kaepernick stuff. San Francisco, right? All right, guys. Now, moving on. This is interesting. There was a Walmart dispute. Anybody else seen this? There was a fight inside of a Walmart. Happened in New York. An officer punches a woman in the throat. Big mess, big problem in the Walmart. People get to fighting. Someone sprays some type of chemical like mace at a rack of people in the Walmart. Even little kids get maced. Cops come. Put the cuffs on someone, then it gets even worse. And first it was calm, then it escalates. It escalates into something, a whole different type of scenario. Here goes a clip of that. I've seen a couple of people cover this. And they didn't cover it like I'm about to cover it. They covered it, leaving out all of the context. All of the context. Minimize all the context. And I said, damn, I don't like the way they covered that. So we're going to talk about why my coverage is different than their coverage, what's wrong with our media, and we're going to talk about this story all at the same time. Here goes the clip. Let's get into it.
With the DeWitt Police Department. The purpose of this video is to provide information regarding the details as we currently understand them of a use of force incident that occurred on July 4th, 2021 at the Walmart located at 6438 Basil Row. Conclusions about whether the actions of the officers are consistent with department policies and the law will not be made until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. This video contains strong language and images that may be graphic and disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. At 4:55 p.m., Officer Spain and Officer Bike from the town of DeWitt Police Department, identified as Tajanique Bird, removed pepper spray from her purse and sprayed multiple individuals, including children. You will then observe the second suspect wearing a black top and white and black skirt, later identified as Tyriana Edmonds, arguing with employees and striking them in the face.
So Tyriana, I think it said Tyriana. You can see her there. She was pushing, those are the Walmart employees. And she kind of made contact with the face area. Here. Okay? See that? Those are not the people she was beefing with. Those are store people trying to calm her down. And that's where she's, whatever. Okay, so at least I don't know, are those the people? I don't know. I don't see tags. This is only a store employee I see. So I don't know what the cops are talking about. I don't know who's a store employee and who's not. But back earlier here, the one sister, Tajanique, is in her purse right there, and she sprays right there. She sprays pepper spray. And you see they have a child, so the child gets pepper sprayed. They get pepper sprayed, and I don't know why she pepper sprayed them, but okay. People pepper sprayed, they're rubbing their eyes and trying to get out of there. And that's what it looks like. I don't know. And they're leaving. That's what it looks like. I see one child and a child in a stroller, in the cart. You spray pepper spray, everybody gets pepper sprayed. Okay, so that's what happened. And now we're going to jump forward a little bit because this is long.
Or neck. Officer Bike maintained control of Bird by placing his weight on her hips and legs, not applying pressure to her back, stomach, or neck.
This female, like, she pushed her one manager right in the face. She literally kicked our other manager right down there in the black, right straight at her. She's yelling out the rape, everything else. Supposedly there was a mention of mace. There's other females that were fighting.
3403, Henry Walmart, please go to your room. 3403, copy.
Then I saw this bitch, like, she really just, I got 90 and... Don't use it! You can't see angry right now! What the you do right now? They killed my sister, hurt my sister. I didn't give her my sister. Let me grab her.
Why is that my nephew and my
Back off.
No, get
Back
off
off.
my sister.
No.
Get off my sister.
Back off.
Leave him.
Back off.
Leave him. Y'all making my daughter.
Back off.
Get off of her.
So off the break, when he walked in, someone told him the woman who was doing it, this man right here, when he first walks in, tells him there's a woman in black.
Right in the face. He literally kicked our other manager right down there in the black. Right straight ahead. He's yelling out the race and everything else.
Legs, not applying pressure.
She pushed our one manager right in the face. He literally kicked our other manager right down there in the black.
See, so they're saying that one in the black is the problem. She's the one who did an assault. Okay. So that's why they walked up to her. Okay.
Back off. Back off. No. Back off.
Leave him.
Back off.
Leave him. Y'all making my daughter.
Back off.
Get off of her.
Back off.
Get off of her.
Back off right now.
Why are you doing that in front of kids?
Back off.
Don't touch me.
Back off. You're about to get the same shit. Back off.
Leave him. Leave him. I'm black with you. I'm black. It's okay. Let him cuff me. It's okay. Go ahead. You can cuff me.
I'm going to continue.
You can cuff me. You can cuff me. Go ahead. It's all right. You can cuff me. It's fine. They charge my sister though.
Okay.
They disrespect my
Can I figure
sister.
this out, please?
You can cuff me.
When I walk up,
Mama.
and you're going aggressive towards them, I need to be able to
They
figure
try
this
to
out.
charge
So
my
we're gonna-
sister.
We're going to walk out to the car, and we're going to figure this
Okay.
out. You're just being detained at this point.
What you want to detain me for?
Right now, harassment.
Why should wise? The one that got sprayed with me. Because they jumped my sister just 2 days ago. They hurt my sister.
That
one sprayed me.
They just hurt my sister. They just jumped my sister is a month pregnant. My sister is pregnant. My sister is pregnant. What? The other girl got mixed. They blind because they east or they white.
Hey, hold on.
So you're hurting my arm.
Hey, stop pulling away.
I'm not pulling away. I got beat by cops before. I'm not pulling away from you. I'm black.
We're going to go to the office.
Are they gonna jump me? Wow.
Okay, let's go to the office.
So the thing about this to me is that in the outset, I know it's rowdy, but it's also kind of calm. I mean, it's not. She let him get handcuffed, or she let the officer cuff her. He didn't pull out his mace. He didn't pull out his gun. He's not doing anything to her. He just has her in cuffs. Okay, but things are about to escalate. And the other commentators who covered this didn't cover any of this part. None of this is covered. So let's keep going and you'll see what I'm talking about.
If it wasn't for Esau, you would be fine, right? Come on. If it wasn't for Esau, I would beat your ass.
Let's go.
I would beat your ass.
It's on that rest station.
Take the kids. Take the kids.
You're in the white.
I'm gonna leave. All right. No, my sister is pregnant.
Okay.
My sister is pregnant. No.
Okay, stop.
So that's where it kicks off, man. It kicks off because the other officer wants to arrest or put in handcuffs the other sister. And I guess this is Big Sis, and Big Sis is not having it. So she's protecting little sis from the cops, okay? And if she stated earlier was, she's been beaten up by cops before. Take that for what you want, but that's what she said. Okay.
I'm gonna leave. All right. No, my sister.
Now you're seeing things from the body camera of the second officer.
No.
Put your hands
My daughter is right here. Get off of me. Yo.
Ma'am.
Get the off of me.
Put your hands
I can't. If you the dog, get the off of
hands
me.
behind your back.
Get off of
Or
me.
you're gonna get on the
Get off of me. I'm pregnant. Get off. Yo.
Stop.
My daughter is right here. You can't be sick. Get off of me. Get off of me. Yo.
Put your hands behind your back now. Put your hands behind your back at this point.
No, I'm not doing.
The following video was recorded on a cell phone by a bystander near the incident.
You can't hear the officer, but now the last part of the video, this is recorded by a bystander. This is going to have us be able to see all people at one time.
A portion of the video has been slowed down to clearly show Edmonds' attempts to bite the officer's right arm and his reaction of striking Edmonds. In this slowed down video, you will see officer's wrist bent, which resulted in a glancing blow.
Looks like there was a young man there about to get in there with the cop, and the cop explaining, I'm trying to get her arms behind her back, bro. Other guy's ready to knock out the cop now. That's interesting.
Crazy, bro. Yeah, that's crazy, nigga. Yeah.
Please evacuate.
Take off that bag, bro. Because I really do this.
Let me get my slide.
Stop.
Now, this is where things got, in my opinion, way, way too far. That handling of her, I don't think that was necessary. I think that was excessive. Yes, she was resisting, but he did not need to manhandle like that. That was just too much. This is unfair.
Yo, that's
Selling to
Okay, there we go. That's it. Jesus, that was long. That was long as hell. All right, so the officer could have tried to talk to her, could have tried to reason with her, could have tried to explain to her what was happening. I think could have tried a little further, a little bit more de-escalation. Things were, the older sister was fine at first. Maybe some way try to talk because, I don't know, punching a woman in the throat is probably not the best way to go. On the level of police, so there's different methods where people, different levels of force, right? First force is appearance. Cops being there present is a level of force. Second is verbal. Third level is to use anything except a type of a weapon or a taser. So he was still technically only on force level 3, which is physical restraint, including punching, as long as you use your hand, not a baton, not a taser. Batons or tasers are level 4, and 5 is lethal force. So according to police procedure, he was on level 3. But punching someone in the throat could kill a person. And that's what people are upset about. That's what they're upset about. So I agree. I think he went too far. I think cops, he should have been focusing on de-escalating this. He did not focus on de-escalating it. But my thing is this, it's not as cut and dry as people want to make it. She tried to bite him. He had a response to her trying to bite him. Was it an appropriate response? No. A little excessive. She didn't actually bite him. He was more upset that she tried to bite him. Now, if she would have bit him, do what you got to do to get somebody off you. She did not bite him, guys. She tried to bite him. But my thing was, when I was looking at, now the officer's name, the officer's name is Rory Spain. He has been put on leave, but it's paid leave. That's what cops get, okay? Rory Spain on paid leave. Here's the thing, though. As I looked at this story, nowhere else could I find. I didn't look at the rights. I didn't look at conservative websites, because I'm sure they would have covered it a different way. But no places I looked on the left did they cover it in the full context like I just did. They didn't show anything of the altercation that led up to the police and the people on the ground and the stuff being kicked around, the whole aisle of stuff being strewn around. They didn't show how any of that got there. They didn't show about the pepper spray. They didn't show anything. All they showed was the officer punching the black woman in the throat, punching Miss Tyrena Edmonds in the throat. So to me, that was disingenuous. So I'm sitting here, I'm talking to Miss Black about it, right? And I was like, wow. I don't like the fact that people are covering this story where they're manipulating us and they're being so angry about it. Even though I still side with the young lady, the two women, because I don't think that what they did, they got into an argument with a couple people who allegedly tried to beat up one of the sisters a couple days ago. They bump into them in a Walmart and things escalate. That could happen to any young person. We're talking about people in their 20s who bump into people who tried to hurt somebody earlier. I wish they would have called the cops. I wish after they used the pepper spray to back these women off, that they would have been the ones that called the cops. I wish that would have happened. That's not what happened. But what I don't like about it is the manipulation. See, the folks on the left I saw cover this, they left everything out because their audience can't take it. Their audience is not like the Tim Black audience. Their audience can't watch something like this where a black woman gets punched and be able to take the fact that you might have to say, hey, lady, don't bite officers because they'll kill you, or he could have hit you with a baton or something else, who knows? Like, that's not good. And pepper spraying people randomly in a crowded department store is probably not good, especially if you're not going to leave or call the cops. You don't pepper spray people and stay in the store. You pepper spray people, that is a form of punishment, but to protect yourself, and I didn't see you needing protection. But see, their audience couldn't take that, so they got to play the role like whatever these women did was fine, and they are total victims, when it's a little bit more complicated than that. And the other side of it, I know if I went to those conservative websites, they would have pretended these women were just crazy, and they were owed no level of humanity or respect or fair treatment, that they somehow gave that all up. They never would have admitted that the woman did not bite him. Looks like she tried to, but trying's only good in horseshoes and darts. You can't say someone tried to hit me, so I killed him. Trying is not good enough. What did they actually do? She didn't even touch him. She never broke skin. She never clamped down on him. She never bit him. She tried to bite him. For all we know, she could have been trying to scare him off of her. For all we know. Because she didn't do it. Till somebody does it. So anyway, we know how it's reported, and it gets to a broader issue, guys. We are manipulated by media all the time. We are. Every step of the way, guys. We are manipulated. Wolfpack, they manipulate us. And part of the problem is the people doing the storytelling, the people reporting on it, they don't feel comfortable, they don't feel safe, they don't feel their careers are safe, they don't feel their investments are safe, they don't feel their lives are safe, they think they're going to get dragged across the internet just to tell the truth. You think I'm the only one that saw all this footage? No. But I'm the only one that included all this footage, knowing that some people say he's a sellout for even giving them the full story. Because emotionally, black people have been so run upon, so run down, so beat up on, so targeted, so harassed, so brutalized, that we're tired of the shit and we react to it in an emotional manner. which is totally acceptable, reasonable, and should be expected. And they use that shit against us every time they can to sell clicks and views. Here goes the thing. Remember when we were arguing about the monuments? That was the big conversation all across the internet. Everyone was talking about monuments. The way the media reported it, on the left, we got all these bigoted white people that want to keep these monuments up to slave owners. And these bigoted people don't care what you think. They don't care how black people feel about the heritage of America or how people may feel their history is important to them. They don't care. They think you're all racist and all these people on the left don't care about none of the conservatives, none of American history. They hate American history. They hate white people. They want to tear it all down and destroy it all and make it a black America, not a white America, not an America, and forget your heroes. And that's how they reported it. And they said the liberals were told, or all the people on the left were told, these people don't care about you. They don't care about your pain and your agony, your frustration. The feeling you get when you got to look at these damn Civil War heroes, these Klan members, or these racists, these slave owners, as if they're heroes when they're not heroes, when they didn't think you were a human being. They thought you were less than a human being. And they're told repeatedly, these people don't care how you feel. They don't care if you felt that these monuments are monuments to people that think you're less than human. These monuments degrade you. These monuments make you pay homage to people that have no respect for you. And both sides of the media rile this up, rile it up. And don't you think some of the commentators on the right knew that black people didn't necessarily want to destroy all white history? They just wanted this shit out of their eyesight. That black people just wanted the monuments put into a museum or something. Why should we have to look at it all the time? I know it's part of American history, but put history in the museum. And no, we don't think all white people are racist just because of these monuments. We think they should listen to our story and understand our plight. It's not about thinking all white people are racist. It's about thinking we're tired of seeing this and we want America to respect our feelings as American citizens. And at no time did those commentators on the right say, hey, these are your brothers and sisters. This is one country. These are your brothers and sisters. They are patriots. They fought in every war this country's ever had to defend it just like you have. And they're asking you to care about what they feel, to care about them and treat them as equally, as important as yourself. Now that wouldn't have convinced everyone on the right, all the conservative viewers to go along with it, but some of them would have been convinced. But you know what? The commentator who said that would have been in hell's water. All his viewers, or a good portion of the viewers, would have lost their minds because those viewers are programmed to think they're trying to take our heritage. They're trying to take our country. They're saying we're trash. They're saying that we aren't good people. They're saying we're bigots. They want to tear it all down. They want to take our country, ruin our country, and make us be second-class citizens in our own country, and take our religion, and take our guns. And that's what they believe. And on this side, it's the same thing. And there may be commentators that know that some of these people that like these monuments don't like slavery. Some of them just like the monuments because it reminds them of a time, and they don't want to glorify slavery. They just want to remember a time when people were fighting for what they believed in, and that's part of their heritage, and that's what they believe. But they don't like slavery, and they're not all racist, and some of them maybe just stupid. I don't know. Maybe they don't even know all the history. They didn't teach all this shit in the books. But they can't say, hey, people, let's not kill them all. Let's not call them all racist, because not all of them are racist. Some are just dumb, or some aren't informed. And they're not looking at it the way you're looking at it, because no one tells them shit. No one tells them. They just got these people telling them that you just want to destroy America. You want to, make it Mexico, or they tell them crazy shit just to scare them. Most of them are being scared and being lied to. That's why they want to keep the monuments, because they're told if they don't hold on to that tomorrow to be everything else. But those commentators on the left don't say that to the people on the left, or the corporate media doesn't say that to people because they'll lose their sponsorships and they'll lose their viewers because their viewers can't deal with it either because they're conditioned and they're used to being riled up and gaslighted or gaslit a certain kind of way to the point where most of them are reactionary, and going to lose their shit. And it's done on both sides, Johnson. Both sides, media has gaslit us all into a frenzy. And this story is the same way. And as much as I want to come down on those two commentators I saw, three commentators I saw, who all did not cover the pepper spray, did not cover the altercation before the cop punched her, did not cover how everything was calm and things spun out of control, who covered it just one way, as if the cops just came in and just started kicking ass. The bottom line is their audience, they're not comfortable enough with their audience to do what I'm doing right now. Because what I'm doing right now makes you lose subscribers. It makes you lose people. It makes you lose money. It makes you lose viewership. It makes you lose. Because this is an unwinnable situation. To be an honest person in media is an unwinnable situation. It's impossible. Because the whole time you're trying to talk over liars and gaslighters. And whether you do the right thing or not, you got 100 other fuckers doing the wrong thing. And people are believing in it. And they're buying into it. So understand. You're probably wondering, Tim, you're telling the truth. You're telling it straight. And there's a price to pay for that. And I pay that price every time I do it. But damn it, Johnson, I don't have a choice because I can't report this shit the way they reported it. I don't feel good giving you half the story because I know it'll keep certain black folks happy. Or giving you half the story because I don't want to attract the wrong type of white folks to my channel. Might go, yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. That monkey deserved it. Tim, you're cool. You're one of the good ones. I don't want you either, fucker. Get the fuck off my channel. I catch it both ways. But if more people don't sit their neck out and call it out and do their best to have ethics, we ain't got a fucking shot, man. We're just going to destroy it all. We're going to kill each other. We ain't going to never get reparations. Y'all ain't going to do nothing but have a civil war and go crazy and run up in the White House. And this shit's just going to... We don't just need police training. We need people retraining. We don't just need to defund the police, we need to defund media. The problem is bigger than you think. All right. De-escalation should have been the cause for the day, but it took a big man to talk to an angry woman and do his best to calm her down. Maybe walk her to another part of the store. Maybe him and the female officer could have walked her away and tried to defuse the situation. Let them know you're not going to jail for, this is not a 5-year offense. It's no big deal. Don't make it worse. This is petty. You got into an argument in the store. Chill. I got this. No one's going to disrespect you. No one's going to hurt you. I was just called here to break this shit up. But he couldn't do that. It said he met anger with anger and just leads to this shit because it's all about ego. And no, it's not okay to punch anybody who's handcuffed in the throat. Maybe if they had a gun in their mouth, maybe that's okay. And somehow they were trying to pull the trigger with their tongue. But other than that, I can't see why you need to punch someone in the throat. And if you can't think fast enough not to do that when you have not been bit, then I don't understand. So that's why I come up on that. But you ain't got to lie, Johnson. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to omit facts, Craig. And if your audience can't take the truth, maybe you got the wrong audience. Just saying. All right, last thing, guys. And this, woo! Folks. The Nina Turner race has become something. When I say something, I mean something crazy, folks. This is my typical getting Nina Turner to Washington episode, but it's so much more than that, man. Now, we're going to take a mini deep dive into what's going on in this race right now. Yes, a mini deep dive into the Nina Turner 11th Congressional District race. Let's start with polling. But before we get to polling, let's start with this. Nina Turner is trying to keep this race about the issues. She's trying to keep it about things that matter to the people of Ohio. Not only the people of Ohio, but the people of America, like all of us. That's what she's rooted in. Hence this ad that she just released called The Surprise.
Have you seen the recent news reports? Many billionaires aren't paying a dime in taxes. Surprised? Me neither. It's time to make the wealthy and big corporations pay their fair share and reduce income inequality. In Congress, I'll fight for a $15 an hour minimum wage, work to raise wages for working families, oppose unfair trade deals that ship Ohio jobs overseas, and strengthen Social Security. I'm Nina Turner. I approve this message to be your voice for change.
Yep. So, as I stated, Nina Turner is trying to keep it about the issues. She's talking about income and wealth inequality. She's talking about the richest 1% not paying their share of taxes, something that all of Americans, all of us resonate with. I mean, Republicans, Independents, and of course, Democrats all agree. And including the left, the real left. Everyone expects or wants, according to polling, most of us want the rich to pay their share of taxes. And that's what she's focusing on. She's not slinging mud. She's keeping it real. I have not seen this type of ads from the people in their campaign that are, well, I haven't seen the type of ads that Nina Turner runs from the people that are her challengers in that congressional race. In fact, what I've seen from them is the opposite. But still, somehow, things are tightening according to polls, or at least some polls. Here goes one of those polls. New polls show Nina Turner's lead shrinking in Ohio special election. So when I first saw this, I said, wow, it's shrinking. Why is it shrinking? What is going on? How are we determining this? Then I looked here. So the Free Beacon did a poll, and it came up with these results. It says the Free Beacon poll is consistent with other recent surveys, including the internal polling conducted by the Brown campaign, which shows Turner leading Brown 43 to 36%. Turner maintains a fundraising edge with over $1 million in cash on hand as of mid-April, while Brown had $582,000. Okay. So I said, well, okay, so that's interesting because last time I checked, there was a much wider gap. Then I saw some of the language in the Washington Beacon poll. In the article, it says, while Turner's hostility to Israel has drawn concern from pro-Israel Democrats, the race is centered on which candidate can better unite and expand the party. Brown has hammered Turner for refusal to endorse Hillary Clinton after she defeated Sanders in the Democratic primary and for advertising her disgust at casting a ballot for Joe Biden. So, I said hostility. Wow, hostility. So the Washington Free Beacon is really like a conservative, sort of a right-wing publication. And that's why they like Shontel Brown because, well, Shontel Brown is more of a right-wing candidate. I mean, she got a couple social issues she cares about, but by and large, she's a corporatist all the way. She supports corporations over people. She's running to the right of Nina. And if you had to choose between Nina and Shontel Brown and you were on the right, you would want Shontel Brown. That's who you would want, and that's who they want. Because there's no way that you could say that Nina is hostile to Israel just because she supports the idea that Palestinians are human beings that should not be bombed. That makes her hostile. She didn't say Israel shouldn't exist. She said Don't bomb people. But to them, that's the same thing as being hostile to Israel because you're going against what they want to do, I guess. That was the Washington Free Beacon. They printed that. They're the same ones who ran a poll. And the polls that the Free Beacon ran were more biased than I've ever seen a poll be. I didn't know a poll could be this horrible. Folks, I want to show you some shit I learned. I had no idea they could stoop this low. Look at this. Here goes a question that was in their polling sample. This is actually, literally from their polling. It says, from their poll testing. Next, I'm going to tell you a few things about the people running for Congress and get your reaction to them. This is a statement in the poll. Nina Turner will not be a reliable voice to work with President Biden. How is that a statement? How is that a fact? It says, I'm going to tell you a few things about the people. But who says she's not going to be a person that's a reliable voice to work with Biden? That's your opinion, Free Beacon. But see, Free Beacon is garbage. They are dog shit. This is fuckery. Nina Turner will not be a reliable voice to work with President Biden and help pass his agenda in Congress. In fact, Nina Turner compared Joe Biden to Donald Trump and said voting for Biden is like eating, quote, half a bowl of shit. Does this statement make you more or less likely to vote for Turner in the Democratic primary? These are how they framed the questions. In fact, the questions were framed to discourage people from voting for Nina Turner. Hey, man, I remember when Nina Turner said voting for Joe Biden was like voting for eating a half a bowl of shit. But she said voting for Trump was eating a whole bowl of shit. It was a joke. Now, I don't know about you, but if someone put a gun in my head, I'd rather eat the half a bowl than the whole bowl. Well, anyway, you get what I'm saying. She never endorsed Trump. She's never endorsed Trump, but they still want to float this idea that if you don't support Hillary, you're supporting Trump. Nah, sometimes, hey, you ever was really hungry, somebody offers you some McDonald's and some KFC, and you were like, nah, I'm good. I'm trying to watch my weight. I just drink some water or something. Well, according to the Free Beacon and a lot of the other run-of-the-mill Democrats to vote blue anywho, that means you wanted the KFC. I mean, because the Democrats are McDonald's. You get what I'm saying? They're saying not choosing either. In the Hillary case, it's choosing the latter. And in this case, where she said of half bowl to a full bowl, they're saying you chose to choose the full bowl. No. So anyway, the point of the matter is the Free Beacon is garbage. There are a lot of other garbage people. Namely, Chantel Brown for promoting and retweeting this bullshit-ass poll. You don't think it's a bullshit poll? Here goes one of the questions that includes Chantel's name. Let's see if they were just as critical of Chantel. Oh, shit. Is that the one? It was worth getting because this is really bad, guys. I had to share it with you. It says, question 2B. And do the endorsements from Hillary Clinton, Jim Clyburn, and departing Congresswoman Marsha Fudge, mother, make you more likely to join, more or less likely to vote for Chantel Brown? Well, the question 2A was reminding everyone that Hillary Clinton, Jim Clyburn, and the Congresswoman Marsha Fudge's mother, her mama endorsed Chantel Brown. Because we know it's illegal for Marsha Fudge to, because she used to formerly hold the seat, and now she's working in the Biden administration. So it's illegal for her to, but it's not illegal for her mom to. And that's not unethical at all. Not unethical at all. And the Free Beacon isn't just reporting on this. They put it in a survey and a poll and then wrote articles using the data derived from the bullshit poll. What I'm trying to tell you is that Chantel Brown, she's been getting away with being corrupt. She's been getting away with playing dirty. She's been getting away with it for a while. And the Nina Turner campaign tried to focus on positivity because once you get in the mud, you both get covered in it. No one knows who's who. You know, I saw Chantel Brown in a number of interviews where no one asked her any critical questions. I said, damn, why aren't they asking her questions? I mean, she doesn't talk about any policies that she's looking to implement. She doesn't talk much about what she's done other than to brag with platitudes, but nothing really specific about what she's done. But she likes to take credit for being a leader. No one tries to hold Chantel Brown accountable. No one brings up, for instance, under her watch, there's been a lot of lawsuits in Ohio. Yeah. Cuyahoga County, 27 lawsuits over jail, misconduct in the wake of a string of inmate deaths. They paid out $1.35 million to aggrieved families and victims of a jail system. That's happened under Chantel Brown's watch. No one's brought it up. No one made it an issue. No one talks about it. 13 inmates have died in county jail since 2018, all under Chantel Brown. I don't hear them asking her any questions. Hey, Chantel, you're the leading Democrat. The state Democrat committee, right? You brag about everything that gets done in Ohio that's Democrat. Why aren't you bragging about your way of saving these lives that you didn't save? I mean, 13 inmates got killed in your prisons since 2018. Since June 2018. Not up till June. Since June. In silence on every platform I've seen Chantel Brown go on, no one asked her about the deaths. No one asked what her response was. No one asked what her plan was. Not a single person. So I would like to know Chantel Brown, hey, Chantel Brown, why did all these people die? And it turns out what happened was the county was bringing in more inmates into the jail and then they could handle, and they had not enough staff, and people just started dying. Families of 5 inmates have filed lawsuits against the county, including the family of Gregory Fox, who hanged himself in his cell in August 2018. The county settled with Fox's family for $950,000. Hey, Chantel Brown, you take credit for everything that's happened in Ohio. Why aren't you taking credit for this? I'm just saying. You down with the go along, get along gang. Why aren't you taking credit for this? This happened under your watch. See, Chantel Brown likes to take credit. Oh, I did that. She likes to beatbox and rap, but she don't like to take the rap on the dead citizens that were under her care, under the care of the state that she is the leading Democratic chair on. I never heard of her getting out in front of this. I haven't seen any footage of her. I do a search, jails in Ohio prisons, Chantel Brown, and I don't see her pop up speaking about it. No, I just see pictures of her with like Obama and at a fundraiser. That's all I see. Or hanging out, being saucy Spicy, but I don't see this. I don't see you responding to this. Hold on, guys, there's more. Lawsuits filed against the county involve more than deaths. 21 other lawsuits involve 43 inmates accused the county of, among others, mistreating female inmates and inmates with mental illness. Officers beating inmates for little or no reason and providing poor or no medical care. 2 lawsuits accused the county of firing employees for whistleblowing. We're talking a full-blown scandal going on in the police, in the jails, and corrections, and Chantel Brown not being asked anything about it. I'm not saying she's the mayor. I'm not saying she's the governor. I'm saying she's a leading Democrat in Ohio. So she says. Isn't that what she says? She brags about all she got done. And this was on national front page news, and none of it sticks to Chantel. She won't speak to it. They won't even ask her about it. What did you do? What are you planning to do, Chantel Brown, about this? But I know you want to talk in roaring, symbolic speak, political speak, word salad, without getting to brass tacks about what you're going to do about these damn prisons where people are dying in, that women are being mistreated in. What up? What's the plan? What you going to do? I know kissing up to Joe Biden's ass is not going to fix the prisons in Ohio. What are you going to do? What steps have you taken? Someone needs to ask that question. David Forenza got $125,000. Why? Medical staff refused to send him to the hospital when the pain rendered him unable to move. $140,000, Corian Lawrence. He got beat up without provocation, he says. These are settlements. These are not cases. They were already found to be justified. Well, their suits were already found to be relevant, and they received money. They received payment. So everything I'm listing here happened. Because I don't think Ohio's just throwing away money. This was proven in a court of law. $140,000 for retaliation. Said his attack was in his Christopher Purdue. Damn. Hips. I'm sorry, guys. This is really bad. Okay. Tyrone Hips was attacked by Christopher Purdue, an officer. While he prayed, while he was praying, he was attacked. Hips said the attack was in retaliation for giving an interview to the U.S. Marshal Service team, which were investigating problems at the jail. This was in retaliation. I could go on and on. There was a string of deaths. Larry Johnson, 51. He took his own life and died on July 3rd. Told his staff he was suicidal, but jailers never placed him on suicide watch. 19 inmates sue. Unsanitary conditions for inmates, women who were not given sanitary pads, inmates forced to eat poor quality food, and were locked in their cells for some 22 hours at a time. No one's asking Chantel Brown any important questions. All they're doing is doing their best to smear Nina Turner. And the media is not helping because they're not asking either. I mean, most of the media. Some of the media is asking. Okay. So anyway, I talked to Nina Turner about this just yesterday when we had an interview. We had a nice conversation about a number of things. But Nina Turner spoke directly to the situation that's happening in this race where PACs are being formed. We're talking about brand new, spanking new PACs are being formed to attack Nina Turner, create smear ads, and go after her. Here's her talking about it right now.
Grasping at this time. I mean, Black, do you know one of the dark money groups that she invited in here sent out a mailing saying that I'm against Medicare for all, immigration reform, and increasing the minimum wage?
Yes.
Now, who on Mars would even believe that?
You know,
and we got the receipts.
Yeah, that's something I've seen people float. What's she talking about, Tim? Well, the oil and gas heir funding super PAC attacked Nina Turner. Once again, an oil and gas heir is funding a super PAC attacking Nina Turner. Samson's Energy's chair has donated $1.25 million to the Democratic majority for Israel's super PAC, which endorsed Turner's opponent, Shontel Brown. So the Washington Beacon is really nice. They report on the fact that Nina Turner, oh my God, she raised $1 million, Shontel raised $500,000. But hey, Shontel's got a super PAC putting in $1.25 million, smearing her with lies. Saying she doesn't support $15 minimum wage, saying she's hostile to Israel, saying that she's doesn't support Medicare for all. I mean, these are blatant lies, but they report on them anyway. Things are even worse than that. Take this. Let's do this. I guess I got to set this up. This is a council member, Michael Dudley. Shontel Brown's fabricating and saying that she's got endorsements that she didn't get. Once again, Shontel Brown is claiming endorsements that she hasn't received. Sort of like endorsements of fantasy endorsements. Like, who would I want to say supports me, even though they don't, that I can get away with? I'm just going to pick people. She chose Michael Dudley. She put him on her website as someone endorsing her when he hasn't. She pulled a Buttigieg. Yeah, that's it, a Buttigieg. Yeah, remember Pete Buttigieg did that. She's out here pretending that people that don't support her, or people that do support her, or people that haven't supported her, have somehow endorsed her. Pete Buttigieg did the same thing. Yeah, that's that Democrat way to do it. Just lie. And if no one catches you, no one says anything, it's not a lie. If you don't get caught, it's not a lie.
Hello, everyone. I'm City Councilman Mike Dudley, Ward 1 in the city of Garfield Heights. I'm currently the senior member of Garfield Heights City Council, and I serve as the City Council President Pro Tem. I'm here today because I am a supporter and I am endorsing former Senator Nina Turner for the 11th House Congressional District for the state of Ohio. Nina Turner has always been a fighter for our community. She has fought the battles that others were not willing to fight. Nina came in to help me when I had a situation going on with my seniors not being treated right in the Ward 1 community and the senior assisted living facility. Nina has always stepped in when I have programs. She has made time to come out and support the programs within my ward. We got to understand, this race is very important, not just to me, to everyone. I am very clear that I have endorsed less than 10 electoral candidates within my 14 years in office. Because my name means everything to me. But I'm clearly endorsing Senator Nina Turner. As you know, you saw my name out there supposedly endorsing another candidate. That is not true. I haven't signed nothing for endorse any other candidate. My endorsement clearly goes to Nina Turner. We got to understand that she's the best representation, and Nina is, for the greater Cleveland all the way down to the greater Akron area. This is no place to send nobody for on-the-job training. The person we send down to Congress have to be ready to step in and do the job from day one. And there's no better candidate to do that job than Nina Turner.
Here goes the tweet about it I was reading by Sam Ollett. Garfield Heights Councilman Mike Dudley tells me his name has been used on Shontel Brown's campaign literature without his permission. He was listed as one of 100 local elected endorsing Brown, but he's actually endorsing Nina Turner in Ohio. No one's asked Shontel Brown about that. Why would she say people endorsed her who have not endorsed her? Yep. Sounds a little bit like someone is unethical. I know what she's gonna say. It was just an oversight. We didn't mean it. Accidents happen. Yeah, accidents happen. She didn't mean it, and how dare I or anybody else question her? She's a protege of Marsha Fudge. I know. You took a picture with Hillary that time. Hillary hates Bernie, so vote for me because Nina's with Bernie, so vote for me because, not because I'm going to do a better job, not because I even know the issues better, not because I've done anything really in my career that makes me a leader, but vote for me because I'm Chantel Brown, and So anyway, so here we go. Now, listen, guys, this is, a couple of people said, Tim Black, this is getting close. It is getting close. Or closer than it was. And Nina has to fight back. Because if Nina loses this race, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to say. I mean, I had a great caller call in last week, Sally Thompson. She laid into it, Johnson. She laid into it big time about the importance of this race in Ohio. It's not just about Ohio. It's about the country. It's about the movement. It's too important to just let it slide. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I know I talked to Nina. And I know she ain't going to sit back and let her name be slandered. She's not going to let anybody kick mud on her. She's going to stand up. I knew she was going to stand up. She really stood up, Johnson. Big time.
Nina Turner, and I approve this message.
Chantel Brown. We've seen self-serving politicians like her before, using office to enrich friends, family, even themselves. On council, Brown voted to give more than $32 million in taxpayer contracts to a company connected to her boyfriend and family. She even voted to give herself a $7,000 pay raise for a part-time job on council. A slap in the face to working people. Chantel Brown, out for herself.
Oh, yeah. 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 Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Yeah, don't let the smooth taste fool you. This ain't your mother's campaign. This is some real things about to get real. Nina Turner ain't going down without a fight. We're still in a very good position, folks. We're taking it to them. We're not going to sit back and let a corrupt politician just breeze past. No. Not in my house. No. So Chantel Brown wants to take it there, huh? She wants to pretend that those contracts she gave her brother, gave her boyfriend, didn't come with some influence. Why is no one not writing about this? 85% of Nina Turner's donations have come from the state of Ohio. Is that the same true for Chantel Brown? I don't know, Johnson. Okay, I don't know. It'd be interesting. Maybe Politico or the Daily Beast would want to cover that. Maybe instead of making a big deal out of $1,200, $1,000 gift to her campaign after she's raised millions, Nina Turner, that is, Daily Beast wrote an article about, was it Politico? Politico or Daily Beast wrote an article making a big deal about $1,200 that Nina Turner got from a friend. Actually, 1,000 of it was from a friend. Not a lobbyist, a personal friend she's known for 30 years. She talks about it in the interview. Meanwhile, Chantel Brown's got hundreds of thousands of dollars from super PACs, and they don't say a word. Nothing said, but $1,000 from one friend. $1,000 out of millions that Nina's raised. They made an article saying, see, Nina can't keep her promise. She didn't keep her promise. She took money from a corporation. Yeah, not a lobbyist. A person she's worked with for 30 years. But see, that's how they smear you. They smear you, and Nina's not going down without a fight. She's not going to sit back and take it on the chin. Look, folks, some of you have given to the Nina Turner campaign before already. If you can find a way to double down on that, I hope you do. Because what's happening right now is a travesty. Chantel Brown, I don't know if she's a bad person. I don't like her politics. I don't like her lack of creativity. I don't like her lack of backbone. I don't like the idea she wants to go to Congress and just fit in with Joe Biden and Kamala. I want her to go to Congress and challenge the status quo. She thinks things are going well. They're not going well. They're going bad, Johnson. They're not going the direction we need them to go. Things need to be better for everyone. Ohio, it's not doing well. They don't need a go along, get along gang. They need somebody to go in there and get it done and fight for the people and not want to win a popularity contest with fellow congressmen, but to do like Nina and answer first to God and her constituents, not to fellow Democrats and what they think about her, because that ain't the people that hire you. So I'm not saying Chantel Brown's a bad person. I'm saying she's a bad politician. I'm saying she's not a leader. She doesn't show leadership skills. And more should be talked about, Politico, about this money. Yeah, the money. And what about the part-time job she created for herself and then gave herself more money for it or something? What about that? That seems interesting. I mean, if you want to talk about Nina Turner, she wore brown shoes. And that time she wore a different frame on her glasses. What does this mean? That time she didn't say Medicare for all. She said universal health care. Oh, told you. She's pulling a Buttigieg. That's what she's doing because for 5 years, that's all she talked about is Medicare for all. But now she's talking something else. No, she's not. Just sometimes she uses different words. But no, she's supporting.
And I approve this message. Grasping at this time. I mean, Black, do you know one of the dark money groups that she invited in here sent out a mailing saying that I'm against Medicare for all, immigration reform, and increasing the minimum wage?
Yes.
Now, who on Mars would even believe that?
And
we got the receipts.
Yeah. That's something I've seen people float. Okay, in this particular wording, she didn't say Medicare for all, but she did here. So are you suggesting that over 5 years, as long as I've known Nina Turner, she's one of her main focuses has been Medicare for all? But I don't know what's out there in the water. I don't know what's in the air, but I feel like there's something that there is definitely a narrative they're trying to push, which is they can't trust you. So you support Medicare for all, correct?
Oh, unequivocally. And I know some in our circles where she said access. Look, sometimes people say access. I don't mean access in the way that the people who don't want people to have Medicare for all. So sometimes I might not get the wording quite right in terms of, I mean unfettered access. Can I put the word unfettered on access? I mean a system where there's no copays, no premiums, no deductibles, and people flat out have health care in the United States of America. That's what I mean.
Damn. All right. The bottom line is this, guys. Sorry about that. I hate when that happens. I understand there's some people who are very skeptical about politicians. I'm not to ask that you be skeptical with someone else. This is still important for your skepticism. If you don't want to support a candidate, that's fine. Don't continue talking points from corporatists like Chantel Brown to hurt Nina Turner. Don't do it. Now, if you got something that means something, okay, by all means, voice it. But man, just offering shit, well, I think that because this person did this, that Nina might do this. That's not a valid criticism. What you think someone else did, like, it's last time I checked, man, we're all individuals. I'm not saying anyone's a saint, But I hope you don't judge me based on something somebody else did. Well, this black person, this other commentator did this, so you're going to do the, you probably, no, I'm different. I'm Tim Black. I'm my own person. And all I'm saying is, don't attribute other people's shortcomings or their perceived shortcomings onto someone else. This shit too important. You fuck around and help Chantel Brown, a known corporate tool, inadvertently. You're helping her. And there is no comparison at all between Nina Turner and Chantel Brown. Not where it counts. People say, oh, she says she'll support it if it passes. No, but she won't endorse it. She won't sign on to the legislation, Medicare for all. Chantel Brown will not support, she will not be a supporter of it. She will not co-sponsor it. She will not fight for it. She would do what Joe Biden told you. She said she's going to go there and work with Joe Biden and do what Joe Biden wants. Help his agenda. His agenda does not include Medicare for all. His agenda does not include erasing student debt. It definitely don't include no damn reparations. So I don't know what y'all talking about. Chantel Brown is all about supporting Biden. Which supports her career, by the way. All right, so that's it. And if Nina Turner was about her career, she never would have supported Bernie Sanders. You understand that, right? You do understand. Do you understand that? Is there any doubt in your mind who Chantel Brown would have supported? We already know, don't we? All right. So there you go. Go to NinaTurner.com. This ain't the last of the coverage of Nina Turner. I'm going to keep covering it. Voting officially is August 3rd. Let's make it happen. Early voting is underway. Black men are showing up big time. I read that her number one constituency are black men. That's amazing. I wonder what's happening with the black women. Come on, black women, step up now. It's always the other way around. So anyway, I hope that all folks come out and support Nina Turner because she's obviously the better candidate. All right, guys, that's it. Let's go to phone calls. Oh, man, I put a lot in tonight. I did, guys. I'm pissed about that button push. But maybe I said it better the second time, you know? How y'all doing? Y'all good? All right. Let's jump into it. Do I need a break? Well, if I have to take a break later, you'll know why. Okay, let's go. Let's make it happen, Johnson. We good? Hold on. Let me cut this phone up a little bit here. Okay, my first call is the 312 number. 312, you're live. What's your name? What's your comment?
Hey, Tim. Joy Bunter from Chicago.
Hey, Joy. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Is your sound up? Because I saw some people were commenting that they didn't have sound. So I don't know. Just want to make sure your sound's up.
Yeah, I did that. And at the earlier of the show, Joey, I announced your parade, your rally. I already announced it for you, but you can go ahead and add to it if you like.
I can't. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, yes, I'm here in Chicago, and I am organizing for M4M for All, Medicare for All March and Rally here in the Chi, and it's going to be next week, Saturday, on the 24th, from 11 to 2. We're starting over at the Blue Cross Blue Shield building, and we're going to march down to the Federal Plaza, and we've got speakers. We've got PNHP Illinois and PDA Illinois, Dr. Pam Gronemeyer. We have assisted living, or access living, Curtis Harris. We have Junaid Ahmed. He happens to be running against Raja Rathmurthy in the 8th District, and Raja does not support Medicare for All. So Junaid's going to speak. And we also have National Nurses Union's Medicare leadership graduate Martise Chisholm. And we have Jamal Green. I think you're familiar with Jamal Green. I managed to get him on board. And in terms of performing, we have the late, great Oscar Brown Jr.'s daughter, Maggie Brown, performing. I'm very excited about that. Can't wait. And we're trying to get everybody and their mama out.
All right, so what do they need to be on what date and what time should they be there?
Saturday, July 24th. It's next Saturday, not tomorrow. From 11 to 2 p.m. We're gathering at 11. We're going to start marching around noon. And we plan to start the rally at about 1. And we need donations. We need them bad. Because otherwise, we want porta potties there, and we want hand sanitizing stations, and that costs money, and I can't have them unless I can pay the man. We won't have them, and one of them has wheelchair access, and I want to be able to have that for people who have disabilities, and I want to pay the sound man. He's got the stage and the mics and the amp and stuff, and I can't. He can't come if he ain't got money in the pocket.
Okay, so where would they go to do that? Where would they go to make those donations if they want to support you?
Okay, for the Chicago event, I had sent you a link that's just for Chicago. Cause that's too long for me to read out loud.
Okay, got a website?
If you can't get a hold of that, you could put that in the description.
Okay.
The website is m4m4all.org, but the specific link it's long and complicated.
Okay.
And stuff. I don't know if you can put it in the description when you're done, but yeah,
okay.
That'd be awesome.
We already had it in the description because we already announced your event, but that is all good. Give it up for Joy Bunton.
Oh, great.
You got it, no problem. Give it up for her. And you know what it'll be next weekend? You know what it'll be next weekend for the Medicare for All rally in Chicago? They're having other rallies across the country as well. Go to Medicare for All. The website and the links are in. For my chat people, you can check them out down below. Hit a link, make life a lot easier. And also, you can follow people on Twitter. That's always a nice way to go. Let's see. If you follow Joy on Twitter, if you have Twitter, some of you do because it's free. It's easy to get to. So I'm gonna give you guys her Twitter handle. Well, this is a hashtag M4M4all. That's a very popular hashtag, first of all. So M4M4all. And you can follow Joy for more information at Joyful Noise. But it's spelled different. Joyful, Joyful, Noise, Noyz. So at Joyful, Noyz, Joyful Noise. Joyful, Noyz for more information, guys. All right. Now, typically, I charge for all that promotion, but we're going to go ahead and waive it this time because you sent me a shirt. So we're going to let that ride. And we're going to go back to our show. All right, guys. I got a 562 number in the queue, 562. You're live. What's your name? What's your comment?
What's up, Tim Black? It's your boy Marvin from California again. How you doing today?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, brother?
I'm doing well. Hey, man, when you went on with your Bismarck, man, I thought you was going to hit that line where he said Reagan was the president, but I voted for Shirley Chisholm. And then it was like, nobody beats the Biz. Nobody beats the Biz. Thought you was going to go there, bro. Damn. But real quick, short and sweet, man, if you call yourself you for justice, then you should be for reparations for the American descendants of black, descendants of slavery in this country. That's it. Peace. Have a good weekend.
Give it up for Marv, man. Yeah. Yeah, my brother. Yeah. Biz, man. I want to. 510. You're live. 510. What's your name? What's your comment? Yo, 510.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on? Who's this?
How you doing today, man?
I'm good, family. Who's this?
All right, man. It's Jay from California, bro. I was just checking in with you, seeing what's good with you tonight. That story was crazy with the cop and that lady in Walmart, bro.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. They didn't show both sides of that argument at all. Like, I get it though. Like, there's no way that he should have put his hands on her like that. She handcuffed. You know, it's kind of looks the same type of behavior. Or the white dude that they shot, that the video just got released. The dude that the cops had killed in jail. I can't specifically remember what state that was in, but that video came out today too. And that dude was handcuffed, and they shot him. But, you know, it seems to be like showing more like a pattern of behavior with these police. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, man, the job is attracting a certain type of person. And I just feel like the only way to get any change in the system is to basically throw it out and start over. You know, it's like we gotta do a whole reset on policing. You know, it has bad roots. It's got a bad tree and it's got bad fruit. And the only way to get rid of it is to dig them roots out and plant something new and start on over. Because if not, bro, you know, like, this is going to keep happening. And, you know, I feel like you was right. Like, you know, she don't have to try to bite the dude. But the fact of the matter is that's a female and that's a man. Like, you can still control that situation without what he did to her. And it's just like, it seems like more and more these police, they have no self-control, and they know they got that badge behind them, so they do whatever they want. There's really no consequences for them. You know, they'll hang a Chauvin every once in a while, but that's about it, you know. But I just wanted to commend you, bro, on always doing the kick-ass jobs and shit, you know what I'm saying, bro? You always tell it like it is. This is one of the best shows out there on the internet, and, you know, you keep doing what you're doing, bro. And as usual, my dude, you know, fuck the Proud Boys and keep pushing on me. Keep it going, big dog.
You got it, family. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. It's tough, man. It's a tough night. I tell you, man, I feel like I worked my ass off tonight, man. But as long as people appreciate it and respect the point of view, man, and they get the information, they're like, okay. I just want to make sure we bring forth a side, a point of view that's real, but also maybe you don't get it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I'm doing that, I'm following my own voice, and I'm not trying to bleed like anybody else. You know, that's all I want to do, man. Just speak truth to power my way. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you. 470, you're live. What is your name? What's your comment?
This is Damon from Atlanta.
D, what's up, man?
What's going on, Tim? Shout out to Mr. Black and the Wolfpack. And I know that hate is a very strong word, but I can safely say that I hate both the Democrat and the Republican parties. But if we're going to put this on a continuum and say which one do I hate more, it's always going to be the party that's in the minority, because what they do is they have this little game where they play this little game, and it works on people because most voters are pretty simple-minded in that they act like there's this big issue that if only they had power, they could actually do something to solve that problem. And if they get in power, they don't do anything about that problem once they get in power. But they always have the ability to kind of play devil's advocate and say, see, if you just give us power, we can do something about it. Which brings us to Cuba. One of my Facebook friends posted an article about Cuba, and it was from the Daily Wire. And of course, the Daily Wire, you know how biased they are. But the title of the article was "The Cuban People Will Be Free. Congressman introduces resolution to support Cuban protests. Only Republicans sign on." And so what it says is that Rep. Mario Diaz-Balart, Republican from Florida, introduced a resolution to support the Cuban people in their demands for freedom against the brutal oppression of the communist dictator in Cuba. I'm not going to read the whole article, but I want to read a couple of snippets that I think is really appropriate because it shows the hypocrisy of the Republicans. And it says, under the resolution entitled "Expressing Solidarity with the Cuban People in their demands for freedom and respect for basic human rights," the House of Representatives has 6 different points. The first point, it says it calls for the release of all political prisoners and for the end of acts of oppression, arbitrary imprisonments, torture, and other basic human rights and abuses against the Cuban people. The second one, it says, honors the courageous Cuban people for daring to stand up to the Cuban regime and demanding respect for fundamental freedoms such as freedom of expression and assembly. Third, recognizes the brave pro-democracy and human rights activists, including independent journalists, artists, labor leaders, and religious leaders who have been persecuted throughout decades of communist tyranny. Fourth, it says urges other democracies, regional and multilateral organizations to affirm that violence against the unarmed people of Cuba will not be tolerated and that human rights abusers will be held accountable for their crimes. 5, expresses solidarity with the long-suffering Cuban people in their demands for a genuine democratic transition. And finally, calls on the international community to stand with those struggling for freedom in Cuba by condemning repression and expressing unequivocal support for the rights to self-governance, human rights, and basic liberties. Now, with all that being said, the Republicans had to go to an entirely different country to act like they care about human rights and civil rights. Now, meanwhile, when black folks have been saying this for centuries in this country, what do they say? They say all lives matter. If you don't like this country, leave, go to another country. You're just a bunch of complainers and whiners, when there is nobody more patriotic than black people, because black people throughout the history of this country are the only people to literally serve in every military conflict this country's ever had and have not turned against this country, because we are the ones who truly want to make this country what it claims to be about. It claims to be about making this country by and for the people, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. But black people are the only ones who are repressed at every single turn. And the Republicans show their blatant hypocrisy, because if you take every word in there that says Cuban, you change it to black, the Republicans could give zero shits about any of that. But because they can put their little hat on and say, hey, we care about human rights, talking about Cuba, because conveniently there are a lot of Cubans in Florida that are kind of swing votes, and they want to kind of appeal to them. So they're trying to play this little charade where they care about human rights, where when black people say it, they could give zero shits. So again, I hate both parties, but right now, the Republicans, with this little stunt they're pulling right now, can go straight to hell with gasoline draws. So I'm going to give you a show back, man. I don't want to haul all the time, but love your show, love everything you do.
Wow, man, that was a great call, man. I appreciate that, because I had not heard about that, brother. That's on point, fam. Thank you, Damien. I couldn't help but see some similarities between what the Democrats do simply, especially just recently with that Asian hate bill. How we felt about that, and then, it's like, how lip service for us and then take care of the Asian hate bill and get that passed. And I saw people defending Democrats and saying, we can't do no bills directly affecting black people because, that would be discriminatory. That's what I heard them say. I heard people defending it, commentators defending it. Oh, y'all stupid. Y'all think they could do bills for just one people? They can't do that. That's against the Constitution. Then when they passed the Asian hate bill, it was like, who? But they play that game all the time, man. It's like, I tell you, I think that it's a concerted effort to bullshit as many people as possible. They just keep doing it. They continue to do it, man. We'll see. We'll see what the Republicans do not care about social issues. They do not care about citizens. Non-white citizens in this country. That's just how it is. It's debatable if they care about white women. That's debatable as well. Your property. They care about white women when they're pregnant. That's it. And you drop that baby, you're dead to them. That's it. You're out of there, Johnson. So that's how it works, man. They're hypocritical. But the Democrats pretend to care about us their entire life cycle, and that seems to be BS too. Like, I don't know, man. Like the media is corrupt. Our politics is so important. So it's so much to do about the money that's waved in front of the people, man. Damien, man, the money that's waved in front of the politicians, and the only way they get back in the office is with money. Right now, we're in this big race in Ohio, and I know it's going to come down to money. Because if it was about issues, it was about who has a track record of doing more.
90 seconds.
It was obvious. whose track record on the issue is going to benefit Ohioans more, it's kind of cut and dry. I'm going to go work with Biden is not a policy. This person said something mean about Biden that time. It's not a policy. That's like crazy. Yeah, you know who else said something bad about Biden? Kamala Harris, his running mate. She said he was a racist and a segregationist. That's pretty bad. I wonder what Chantel said when Kamala said that. I was just wondering. Because I'm surprised she's not saying Kamala is not going to work well with Joe Biden. I need to go and take her job as VP because obviously she's not going to work well because she disagreed with Joe Biden's point of view. Oh, no, she's not going to say that because it's bullshit, right? Like, grown people disagree with each other. That's what they do. So, like, you know, our politics...
10 seconds.
Fundamentally, for it to change, we got to change the money aspect of politics. As soon as you get in the office, you got to stay in office, you got to raise money. And to raise money, you got to be on the phone, you got to deal with donors. Unless you have a strong grassroots support like Nina Turner. Then you don't have to sit on the phone with donors all day. Then you ain't got to play, you know, with the lobbyists. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't count on them to run your races. You don't count on them to stay in office, to keep your job. So that's the difference. And I think if people want, you know, there are things that people can do that we can do that is the things that we can get done as a community. There are things that we can push for, that we can fight for locally in our communities. And then there's some things you need government for. Like everything can't be done on our own. I wish we could do everything on our own, Johnson. I wish we would not need to go to any government entities. No bureaucracies, no red tape, no systems that are pitted against us, that have big money influence. I wish we didn't have to deal with it. But unfortunately, to get some things done, everything can't be done with you and a couple friends from around the neighborhood. It just can't be done that way. Not everything. You can't clean the water that way. You can't stop a company from dumping toxic shit in the air and in the sea, in the ground, because you and a couple people online want to pull your money to, you know, do something. Like, that's not... So some things require government. So we can't just be like, fuck the government. I wish we could. Hell, I'd like to go back to doing content on lighter notes. But I have a problem. I have kids and a mom I love and cousins and nephews. So I can't pretend that everything's all good. I can just go back and make jokes all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't pretend that all this shit isn't going on. So until I could get it, like right now, it's not the time, man. I mean, we make a joke here or there, but we have to be well-intentioned. We have to be meaningful. We have to fight for, because things are beyond out of hand. Things are beyond bad at this point. I want to appreciate everybody in the chat. I got my people in the chat. I got my people tuning in, people on Facebook. People who shared it out earlier. Dave L. I hear you, Dave. Got some super chat comments in the queue. Thank you for that. It's not easy. Is it going to be a short night? No, it's not. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, Johnson. It's almost 3. I guess I'm going to shut it down early, man. I don't know. I guess because we got a late start and people didn't know we were doing the show. I don't know. Maybe the show got too black. I don't know. Black people are being discussed on this show now. Well, look. remember, tomorrow my interview with Nina Turner is going to be out. That's important. I try to have that out by midday. About maybe the evening, maybe like 5 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. And then Sunday we got this. So anotherworldispossible.com is where you want to go. Anotherworldispossible.com is where you want to go to be a part of it. 7 o'clock Sunday, Eastern Standard Time. We're going to talk about it. It's a humanity and dignity. Humanity and dignity, things we all need. And we're going to have some great guests. I'm going to be hosting part of the panel, so I'm looking forward to doing that, that the brother uses his hosting skills to keep the show going. I look forward to that. So Nina Turner, Sherman Sawant, Jake, Mike, Amy, me. I think that's everybody. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Much love. All right, guys, that's it. I got love for you. Let's go to the comment section. Dave L. Tell my word, the Senator Nina Turner is doing her fundraising on Act Blue. I don't trust them. All right, Johnson. David Melford says PDA Healthcare Town Hall with Nina Turner this Sunday, July 18th at 1 p.m. Watch on Zoom. Look up pdaamerica.org. Okay, David. Why not, David? Let's do that. And William McGregor said, Nina Turner, the end. Great show as always, TB. Thanks, Will. My brother from Hawaii, I appreciate it. Yes. Light night tonight. I love you guys. I appreciate your support. Go to jointimblack.com, become a member of the show. I'll see you guys this weekend. I got a lot more work to do. My work week ain't over yet. I still got 2 more days of work. So, and then it starts again on Monday. Wolfpack.
Most news shows are suspect. They don't focus on black issues, and when they do, it's all fluff. How does that help your life? How does that help your family? How does that help the culture? They don't. The Tim Black Show is different. Tim Black gives you news for people who can't stand the news. Real, authentic, researched, entertaining, on point. Don't let nobody take your cornbread. Visit www.timblacktv.com today. Get black breaking news, politics, culture from someone you can trust. TimBlackTV.com. Join us today.
Let me ask you something. Do they know us? When I say they, I mean the talking heads on cable news. Do they know you? I mean, they talk about the world as if it's a sport. They play political games, report on our pain, rack our brain to feed the stock exchange, but do they know us? Do they know what we care about? Nope. They're too far away. They can't see us. They can't feel us. They can't relate to us. See, when you want to know what's going on in your world, trust someone who lives in your world. Subscribe.